Good morning. It's Friday, September the 4th, the beginning of our Labor Day weekend. And I'm Ayya Vimala, and I'm coming to you from Crystal Lake, Illinois. And just wanting to report that I'm noticing that a lot of us are becoming, we're entering into a new period of just kind of waiting to see what's going on, waiting to see how it's going to work out for kids in school and what's happening with all the gathering of students at colleges that are causing outbreaks of COVID and what the upshot of that will be. It's a difficult period, and I'm seeing it's difficult with a lot of people I talk to. And maybe they've been fine, and now everything's kind of wearing on us, you know? And this is where our persistence, which is another word for energy, this is where our persistence is going to be really important. And patience. So these are two qualities that we're always working with energy and patience. These are two of the qualities the Buddha wanted us to take note of and develop these qualities, because we live in this world. We live in samsara. So we live in a world that's going to be challenging to us in the best of times, and when the times get bad, it's going to push us. We think it's pushing us to our limits, and we can see how different people react to that. So some people, it really go inward with a kind of, it's really, they're feeling it as depression or sadness. And a lot of people are taking those emotional things out in outer directions, maybe becoming more angry, more short-tempered, seeing things more as everything's kind of a political statement. Everything is about finding fault with whose fault is it. So you might be somewhere in between. You might be between the pushing it out, looking for answers that way, or internalizing it and just letting it act on you that way. So when you sit, when you can be with yourself, try to befriend yourself and try to work with those qualities of patience, and that keep persisting, keep finding ways to encourage positive energy to swell up in you, and find things. There's something I look for on Facebook, and I'm following. It's the Unitarian Universalist humor. It's their jokes, and they're delightful. They're funny. Some are corny. Some are really not corny at all. They're really clever. And when I do look on Facebook, I always have that at the top of my feed, so I can get something that makes me smile at the very least, and sometimes it gets a good chuckle. So I can't think of the name of it, but it's Unitarian Universalist and humor. I think you could search for it. So the Unitarians are really good friends of us at the temple in Woodstock, and I thought, well, this is going to be a good group. I can relate to this group real easily. But it's just wonderful humor. So find some things that can delight you just on the surface, something that can make you smile, something that can freshen up your day, because this is something we're all going through. This is a kind of, someone was saying in the news a few days ago that when this is all completed, and actually right now, we are becoming people in this world are becoming PTSD candidates. We all are undergoing a kind of stress and a kind of lack of clarity about our world situation right now that is creating, we'll be suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. So I'm sure it's going to be case by case, and some people will be able to deal with it and some people will be struggling with it. But I think it's good for us all to be aware that no matter how good we feel about how things are going, we're all experiencing something that is unique to us. And this is this ongoing, really uncomfortable feeling of we don't quite know what's next, what's around the corner. We have to make decisions not knowing immediately if it's the right decision or not. So take care of yourself, comfort yourself, but don't comfort yourself in ways that are doing you harm. So comforting yourself doesn't mean go out and buy a giant chocolate cake and eat it all at once. Comforting yourself is taking good care of yourself, getting enough sleep, staying in touch with the people you love and care about, being sure that if you do have a spiritual life or a spiritual path, that you're getting nurturing from that. Tap into that as much as you can. Tap into the things in life that make you smile and bring even that least little bit of joy to you. And there might be something that you can, maybe you've been doing fine, but now might be the time to maybe read a new book, or if you haven't been able to read, now might be the time to read. Now might be the time to practice something that you've put off. Something to just give you something to look forward to during the day. We have enough heavy stuff that just going on, knowing what is the best thing for ourselves and our families. So do something joyful and nurturing for yourself and for yourself. And the things you care about, they should still matter to you. So it may be that there's a group you've become involved with that you can spend more time with, or see if there are other ways you can help out. So this is not an easy time for anybody. Doesn't matter which side of the political spectrum you're on. This is a difficult time, and we have to realize that it's okay to acknowledge that it's stressful for us, that it's difficult. So if you have suggestions, if you found ways that have helped you, that's always good to share, and share it here on this Facebook page. So let's sit. First, let me start out with my wish. May I become at all times, both now and forever, a protector for those without protection, a guide for those who have lost their way, a ship for those with an ocean to cross, a sanctuary for those in danger, a lamp for those without light, a place of refuge for those who lack shelter, and a servant to those in need. By means of this meritorious deed, may I never join with the unwise, only the wise, until the time I attain Nibbana. So if you have a mantra or a favorite saying that's helped you out, or something that's lifted your spirits, share it with us, okay? Share it here on Facebook, or you can send it to me personally if you'd like me to share it, because this is a good time for sharing. We're not getting to have the contact that we're used to with people, and I really feel like we're kind of going into another stage of being weary, not having the clarity that we really want, not knowing where to find it, and we need to be uplifted. Okay, so also remember your practice. Whatever spiritual path you're on, think of the practice that will help you engage more with the true insight of that path. Let it go beyond the surface, below the surface, okay? So let's sit. Just be with your breath. Feel a smile in your face. That in itself can just help you feel your spirits lifting. This is your time. Now just let your focus of attention, your awareness, first of all, be on your breath. As your body is breathing for you, you don't have to focus on doing the breathing. Focus on the sensations you feel as your body breathes. Let those feelings be focused where you feel that breath. It might be as the air comes in and goes out through your nostrils. It might be in your belly where you feel it rise and fall with each breath. And let all of your attention be with your breath. No need to pay attention to thoughts. Right now, just allow your thoughts to come and go. Notice if your breath feels shallow. If it feels shallow, you might want to just stay with your breathing. You may not yet be allowing your body to naturally take in a deeper breath. Getting down to the bottom of your lungs without any pushing or focusing on how you're breathing. Let your body naturally take in a deeper breath. Now, if you have really persistent thoughts grabbing for your attention, the only thing I want you to notice is if they're just the same thoughts over and over again. Don't need to get caught up in them, but you might see a pattern in the kind of thoughts. If you're feeling anxious, or if you feel like you're going through a difficult time, you may see the same thoughts, almost the exact same thoughts, pushing at you all the time. Just see this and then let them go. Don't let them become a distraction right now. But you can see this and you can see the pattern. But then let them go. Just, they'll rise, and then you'll see that without your attention, they'll rise, and very soon they'll fall away. That's the nature of all things. It arises, stays for a while, and then it's gone. It's only when we pull it into us, pull it close to us and start making it into a thing, till we start buying into it, or literally buying it. We make it into something. But realize you can just be an observer. Back away, put a little distance between you and that persistent thought habit. Just allow yourself to be an observer. If you can back away from those thoughts, you can experience your other sense organs at work. You can feel the air make contact on your skin, or cool your face with a breeze. You can hear sounds that you usually can just block out. You might be able to pick up the fragrance of a flower that you just often walk by and don't notice, or just have it just be in a group of fragrances coming to you as you walk through a garden. Keep that feeling of backing away, just being an observer. Now, when you're ready, I just have a few things I want to say to you, but if you can just keep meditating, you can just turn me off and keep sitting. I don't want to interrupt your flow. I think it's a really important period for us to really give ourselves the spaciousness in our lives to sit every day. We need this practice. We need to be reaching out to people. We need to be going within. We need to do both. And we'll be better at whatever we do if we find this time to be with ourselves every day and to be in silence and just to let go. That helps us develop the qualities we want to sustain. So share any thoughts you have. I already see some, so I'd like to put some of these together and you're sharing with each other. Monday evening, let's see, is going to be, it's Labor Day, but on Tuesday after Labor Day, the Art and the Suttas class will start, so you can sign up for that. If you go to the website or if you go on Facebook, you do have to sign up because you need a Zoom registration number. So that's Art and the Suttas. So we're taking a topic. I'm helping Erin Dank, who's an art therapist and on the board at the temple and a very good practitioner. I'm representing the sutta part, and we've come up with ideas using a particular part of the teachings of the Buddha And every 2 weeks we'll do the class on Zoom, and people will create their artwork based on the topic of that day, that class, and have 2 weeks to finish it. And then we all share what we've created and talk about that. And it's a lot of fun, and it really creates a beautiful group dynamic. The group gets very close after doing this. So it's going to be, I think we have 6 or 7 classes. But if you go on Facebook or the website, or check out the email blast that's coming out today, you'll see the details on it. And then starting on the 14th, which is not Labor Day, but a week from Monday, and the art class is on Tuesday evening, but then a week from Labor Day, this coming Monday, on the 14th of September, I'm starting the book group. And the first book we're doing is Welcoming the Unwelcome. And you can do the same kind of procedure. There's no charge for the book group. You can buy the books at the temple, or you can get them through Amazon or your library. And that starts on Monday, the 14th of September. And I hope you can make that. And if it doesn't work out to be a good time for you, let me know, because hopefully we'll have enough interest to do another book after we do about 2, maybe 3 months with Welcoming the Unwelcome. And then we can switch to a different time if that works, if there's something that works better for people. Okay, so these are great ways for you to stay connected. Both are really, should be just, you're not going to have a ton of homework. And the art project, you don't have to be an artist to do the art projects. I enjoy them very much, and I have dabbled in crafts, but I'm not an artist at all, but I've enjoyed all the projects. So those are 2 things coming up. So keep looking. There are so many things to do online, and ways to keep connecting with the kind of people you want to stay connected to as well. So thank you so much for joining me, and have a beautiful, today's Friday. Sunday I will not be doing a meditation, because I'm doing a weekend retreat from my home that Bhikkhu Bodhi is doing. And that you can find out if you search for Bhikkhu Bodhi. He's doing a retreat, an Abhidhamma retreat. So there's a lot of sitting, and there are some lectures, and those things. The lectures and discussions are on Zoom, and the rest of it we're doing on our own. So Sunday I won't be doing a meditation, because I'm going to really try to stay with his schedule as much as I can. So have a wonderful weekend, and stay safe, and feel comfortable with your decisions about how you can stay safe, and how you can keep your family safe. But please let that be uppermost in your mind, because of keeping yourself safe, hopefully you're keeping others safe as well. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you Tuesday.